I sent a message to Tatsu and the reply comes in the early evening. It doesn't feel right to have this conversation entirely via message, so I decided to give him a call.
Oh,
Good evening. Sorry about the short notice, but tomorrow.
ああ、ひなから聞いてる。お嬢さんと打ち合わせだろ
Yes. Sorry, I'm asking for approval retrospectively.
事後。
Sorry. I said I see things moving without talking to you first.
ああ、そういうことか。気にすんな。どうせいつかやらねえとダメだろ。
Well, yeah, that's true.
うちの連中、一軒とかの店で使えるかどうかっていう話だろ。
Yes, that and how much we should pay them?
明日話すか。
Thanks, that'll be a big help.
しかしまあ、よくやんな、お前ら。自分たちのクラブね。
I still don't really understand the ins and outs myself. It's meant to look like a club, but it's more of a porn shop, I think.
お嬢さんもよくわかんねえな。それを許すとはな。
What did she say again? Something about believing in what is just and right, but also turning her back on the law, and sometimes because she's Yakuza?
よくわかんねえけど。で、
What?
どこでやんだ打ち合わせ。
Where indeed?
うちの学校でやっか。
Actually, let's do it at my place.
一軒地
Yeah, if I invite her over and play the perfect host, I might be able to get her to get closer to her.
おもてなしってできんのかよ。
You want? I'll try. She's pretty. Well, you know, she's pretty upper class. She's basically an. I never re-googled on how to pronounce it like forever.
Heiress.
Heiress. Heiress.
ま、金は持ってるだろうけどな。これ以上っつうのはどうだろうな。
The way she speaks would seem to back it up, though.
あれはよ、気張ってるらしいぜ。俺らの前じゃ。普段はもうちょい、なんつうのあそこまでじゃねえっつうのは聞いたことあんな。
Oh. Come to think of it, when she was speaking to Metal earlier, her language did seem a bit more casual. I suppose that must be how she is when she's talking to someone she's close with. In which case, for the time being, my goal should be to get her to trust me enough that she can talk to me without putting up on a front.
まあ、一軒地なら大丈夫だろう。クソ広いし。
I'll ask Kodoko what. I don't have Kodoko's contact details.
俺から言っとくわ。
Thanks. Sorry.
すぐ謝んなって。で、何時
Can I get you to ask Kodoka first? If she says anytime's okay, around 2? Sometime in the afternoon?
わかった。伝えとくわ。
Thank you. Okay, that's all from me.
ああ、お嬢さんから連絡来たらメッセ送る。
Okay, thanks. See you tomorrow.
お
I had to call and lie back on my bed. I've got a meeting tomorrow. We haven't decided anything about the shop yet. We've hardly even spoken about hiring people. I better come up with something good. Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself, but this is my first step towards getting friendly with Kotoka. I need to do what's right. Yo. Tatsu turns up quite a bit earlier than we arranged. Apparently arriving later than Kotoka is out of the question. Hina isn't with him today. She asked where she should come, but I said no. It sounds like there's a lot she needs to talk about with Ren, but most of all, I'm worried I'll end up depending on her if she's here. We're going to be going up against an organized crime syndicate. I want to make sure I can act confidently whenever necessary.
なんこれケーキ
Yeah, kinda.
へえ俺こんなん買ったことねえわ
Maybe I'm trying to chew hard? I figured it might be necessary.
別にいいんじゃねお嬢さんいっつも急に来るかんなこんなん買ってる暇ねえし
Oh, so that's why.
お嬢さんと何打ち合わせちゃんとすんの初めてかもな
First time, huh?
別に俺はお嬢さんの下ってわけじゃねえしうちの学校に来る理由もよくわかんねえしな
Just supervise or observe something?
俺らが何やってっか知らねえのに監督もクソもねえだろ
Right. What was it? She thinks you're making money some other way?
ケツ持ちと賭場だな
Gap. Oh, like a casino?
ああ学校で賭場開いて俺らが胴元っつうことになってる
Sounds likely.
学校じゃカードくらいしかできねえだろ流行んねえよ知らねえけど
Isn't problem solving when the Yakuza stop trouble from happening at people's businesses? That kind of thing?
だなドラマとかでたまにあるやつそこら辺の話お嬢さんがするかもしんねえ適当に合わせてくれ
Got it.
テレビ見ていいか
Oh, sure, go ahead. Tatsu turns on the TV and I try to visualize how today's meeting is going to go in my head. We spent several minutes hardly talking to each other. Shit! The doorbell rings! Kotoka's here! I rush over to the monitor and press the talk button. I'm opening it now. Kotoka's smiling face disappears from the screen. Huh? Meryl isn't with her. I was assuming to do be together. Well, whatever. I switch up the monitor and head to the front door. Tatsu turns off the TV and follows me. Well, she's taking her time. Wait, Meryl's not here, that means... No, there's no way. There's no way she can get lost. They should go to the wrong floor. I'm getting the feeling it might be best to go out and meet her.
俺が行くわ
Oh, thank goodness, she's here. I opened the door right away.
こんにちは
Kotoka's smile is slightly strained. She really went the wrong way, didn't she? Best not to mention it. Come in!
はいお邪魔いたします
お嬢さんご苦労さんです
ええ
Please, use the helicopter... Slippers!
ありがとうございます
Helicopters? What? I'll lead Kotoka through to the living room. Have a seat?
ありがとうございます
I pull out a chair and Kotoka sits down. Would you like a drink? Iced tea perhaps? We have a cola too.
アイスティーでお願いし
I
ま
would
す
like one. Coke, please. Oh, iced tea. Okay, call it for you, right, Tatsu?
ああ
I head to the kitchen and pour the iced tea and cola into some glasses I had ready. Guess I'll go for iced tea too. I put the glasses on a tray and carry them out to the table. Here you go.
ありがとうございます。
Oh boy. I put the glasses down under the table, then return to the kitchen and take the box containing the cakes out of the fridge. I carry it across to the table along with some plates, then open it. Please help yourself to the cakes.
ありがとうございます。メリルさんも連れてくればよかったですね。
She probably would have loved to eat those, so maybe. She's not busy today, I see.
え、あの子にも休日は必要ですから。
Did she come all the way here by herself? She did well to get here on time. Not that I could ever say such a thing out loud, I'll keep that one to myself. But enough for Meryl too, so feel free to take some home with you.
いえ、お気持ちだけ。達也さんもどうぞ腰を下ろしてください。
Kataka encourages Tatsu, who has been standing the whole time, to take a seat.
はい。
Tatsu hesitates for a moment, but he obediently sits down next to Kataka.
ケーキ、私から選んでもいいですか？
Yes. Sure.
では、
Itadakimasu!
チョコレート。
Okay, here you are. I take the cake out of the box and put it on a plate along with a fork, then pass it to Kotaka. How about you, Tatsu?
ああ、俺はいいわ。
せっかく買ってきてくださったのに、遠慮も時と場合によりますよ。
いや、2つ残るんで、持って帰ってメリルと食ってください。甘いもん苦手なんです。
Except for, stomach acid-inducing Coke!
コーラを好まれるのに？
Yeah. Tatsu goes quiet and Kotaka giggles. This is new. I've never seen Tatsu for words like this.
じゃあ、チーズケーキ。
My man. Okay, I put the cake on the plate and add it to Tatsu. I'll take a shortcake, I guess. I deliberate for a moment where to sit before sitting opposite Tatsu and putting my plate down.
食べてもよろしいですか？
Yes, indulge yourself. Right, sure, go ahead.
いただきます。
Kotaka picks up her invisible fork, cuts a sliver of... Is it invisible? Oh, it's there! It cuts a sliver of cake and brings it to her mouth.
おいしい。
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks for coming today.
いえ、そうでした。打ち合わせでしたね。ケーキに夢中になってしまうところでした。
Kotaka puts down her fork and places her small box on her lap. Wait, oh, that's not the cake. The cake's over here. Notebook. That's a cute pencil box. Huh? By the way, huh? What? Maybe she will need to write down some things. I'll be talking. We'll see. She takes out a notebook and the pencil case and lays them out on the table. Both have adorable pictures of pandas on them. Does she like pandas? Mayhaps? Usually something like that would be a good conversation starter, but when it comes to this woman, I'm not sure whether I should go there.
では、始める前に一つだけいいですか？
Oh, sure.
私の見解を述べさせてください。
Viewpoint?
二の前さんらに2000万もの大金を課していることに関して。
Levying. Impose.
Levy.
Oh, levy. Levying. Yes. I'm not sure how to react. She didn't waste any time getting to the point. Kodako smiles at me and my puzzlement and continues.
飯田しおりさんが個人で請け負ったパパ活中にトラブルが発生し客を死なせたいわゆる副上司ですね。責任を問われることを恐れた飯田さんは電子ドラッグが原因だと嘘をついた。
Yes.
そして飯田さんは事件の発覚も恐れ右門会を頼り遺体を秘密裏に処理した。ここまでそうやりませんか？
Yes.
では続けます。あくまでも飯田さんのプライベートで発生したトラブルです。二の舞さんらに席はないように思えますが、死なせてしまった客と知り合ったのはひなさんらのパパ活斡旋がきっかけであったと伺っております。つまり今回の件の遠因であると私は考えています。少なからず責任は負うべきと。
Glad that voice plays. God damn it, my bad hand. And darn. But as an escort business leader would have never met her customer and he would not have died. I understand the logic. But following that line of thinking, the customer wouldn't have died without the influence of the Mankai's drugs. Yep. Forget distant factors, the Mankai is directly responsible. And Kodaka does not know that. Yeah. All I can do is pretend to accept her argument.
しかし
Kodaka suddenly changes tack. She continues, her voice quiet, almost as if she's talking to herself.
少々腑に落ちないことがあります。
Yeah?
いえ、ごめんなさい。今のは聞かなかったことに。私の立場で口にしてはならないことでした。
I think she understands that it's mega suspicious. Something doesn't add up? Is she talking about the Mankai's treatment of us, or could it be something else? If Kodaka has her doubts about the Mankai, then... If I let the cat out of the bag about the drugs, maybe she'll take her side more easily than expected? As long as Kodaka pretends not to know about the drugs, the Mankai won't do us any harm after all. Tatsu looks at me, his expression stern. I guess he knows what I'm thinking. He slowly shakes his head. I guess that would be a little too reckless. The minute Kodako denounces the Mankai, we're screwed. As long as we can't be sure whether Kodako is willing to sit tight and stay quiet, we shouldn't tell her anything.
失礼しました。思わせぶりな態度をとってしまい。
No, not at all.
私からは以上です。どうぞ本題に入ってください。
Okay, Tatsu, if you would.
ああ、
私がいるとやりにくいでしょうが、いないものと思って話していただいて構いませんよ。
わかりました。
It's only a rough draft, but I distributed some materials I placed on the table earlier to Kodako and Tatsu. I do be exaggerating if I call it a business plan. A lot of it is still pretty undercooked. I read along, explaining verbally. Ren and I put this outline together yesterday. Taken very liberally, the details of our business place it under the health category. Instead of using hotels for the escort business, we'll use our establishment. We'll have the escorts who haven't been reserved wait at our premises and attend to the customers visiting alone. The digital drug will be one of the services they provide. Kodaka nods along with my explanation. writing something down in her notebook. We haven't decided on prices yet, but this is pretty much where we're at with the details. Do you have any questions up to this point?
いえ、大丈夫です。
客を裁くためにうちの連中使いてえってことだよな。
Yes, Hina and I won't be able to handle everything by ourselves.
何人くらいだ？
We're considering serving food shoes in that scenario. We're thinking at least 5. Generally speaking, most of the work will be handling reception, so there shouldn't be that much to do, I think. When it comes to pay, I don't really know what the going rate is. I wondered if I couldn't get your opinion.
高めにはしておいた方がいいだろうな。不満が出ねえくらいには。店ってどんくらい開けんだ？
You're talking about opening. You're talking about hours, right? Opening times?
ああ。
We haven't decided yet. What's for sure is that we'll be opening after school finishes.
放課後っつうことは平日も開けんのか？
That's what we're thinking at the moment.
売りのやつら、学校では優等生やってんだろ？
Well, some of them are.
だったらんな遅くまでできねえだろ。
Right, good point.
つうことはせいぜい1時だろ？深夜の。6時間か7時間ってとこか。日給2万とか3万くらいならやるやついいんじゃね？
30,000, huh? If we're going to hire 5 people, that's 150,000 a day. Taking into account things like the rent and utilities, we'll need at least 500,000 a day just to stay in business. Running a business is tough.
まあ、1万くらいでも飛びつくやつはいると思うぜ。時給900円のコンビニでバイトしてるやつもいるしな。でもよ、店には盗まれちゃまずいもんあんだろ。
Yeah, that video.
安い金でこき使ってると不満がたまる。不満がたまれば裏切り者が出る。甘い汁しっかり吸わせねえとあっさり破滅すんぞ。2、3万っつうのも最低ラインだ。あげられんならもっとあげた方がいい。
Understood? Thank you. I won't be deciding the numbers right now, but I'll talk to the others about setting it as high as we can.
おう、俺も聞いとくわ。うちの連中に興味ねえか。
That'll be great.
しかし、
Kodaka puts down her pen and speaks. That's when I reflexively sit up straight.
誰でもいいわけではないですよね。
Oh, yes, that's right. We can't have any trouble, so we're hoping for people who are calm and, good with people.
ああ、ま、だよな。
面接が必要ですね。
Interviews, huh? This is starting to get serious. But I guess it makes sense. We need to proceed with caution. Not to mention, this could be our chance. We're going to need quite a few applicants, aren't we? Kodaka, would you be able to sit in on the interviews?
ええ、もちろん。頼まれなくてもするつもりでした。
Thank you. Okay. If Kodaka takes part, that should strengthen the image of this business as being care-grift. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what happened to Koji after he came close to dragging Kodaka's name through the mud. Even if things don't go perfectly, if people know that Kodaka's involved, there probably won't be any funny business. Not to mention, it should serve to strengthen Kodaka's own impression that this is her own graft. That should help her. That should help bring her closer to our side, I think. Well then, we will have Tatsu find some prospective workers and get the schedule together at a later date.
Eh?
Tatsu, are you okay with that?
ああ
For the time being, yes. I think that probably covers everything so far.
一ついいですか？
Sure.
懸念事項が。
What might that be?
二の前さんの電子ドラッグは性的興奮を強制的にかつ過剰に促すものですよね。
Yes. Yeah, it does.
ということは副上司の危険性も高まると。
Oh.
電子ドラッグのせいで客が亡くなった飯田さんの嘘が現実にならねば良いのですが。
I can't think of a good answer. The truth is, she is right. I can't say without a doubt that the digital drug is safe. Honestly, I don't think we should be too cavalier about showing it to large numbers of people. But there is a risk of that.
正直ですね。
I won't lie to you, Kotaka. It's not like lying would help us. An accident could happen. I mean a thing, and I don't know everything about it. As such, I can only speak to my own experience, but
はい。
I'm performing experiments to make the effects kick in faster. On myself. I watched it time and time again, but I have not experienced any health issues, at least up to now. That said, I can't guarantee it will be fine for everyone. But at present, it looks like it doesn't cause any immediate effects on a person's health.
なるほど。承知しました。そもそも使わないという選択肢はないでしょうからね。
It's not. The video is our secret weapon. No one else has anything like it. We need to use it as effectively as possible. At least if we're going to earn 20 million.
わかりました。
Kodaka gives a deep, slow nod. She takes a bite out of her cake and raises her glass to her mouth. She drinks, takes a breath, and leaves a long silence before speaking again.
もしも万が一があれば私が責任を持ちます。
Are you sure?
そもそもそれが私の役目でしょ。ケツ持ちというやつです。失敗を恐れず励んでください。
Thank you. I bow my head deeply. A few seconds later, I raise my hand and see Kodaka smiling at me, seemingly in good spirits.
こちらこそありがとうございます。
Huh?
私は右門会の人間です。不信感はあるでしょうし、わだかまりもあることでしょう。しかし二の前さんは私とより良い関係を築こうと歩み寄ってくださっている。とても感謝しています。
I'm not sure how to react. I consider Kodaka as someone generally ditzy, with her being bad with directions and misunderstanding Dwight's business. But the fact she's making a point of saying something like this and the way she made her stance clear before we started, it looks like she's seen through my motives. And she's a much smarter, more considerate person than I thought, or she's actually quite an eccentric. If only I had Hina's perspective necessary, Rin's vigilance, I might be able to figure her out. But personally, I can't get a handle on just what kind of a woman Kodaka Teshigawara is. On first impressions, it would seem she's seeing things from a point of view pretty similar to our own. But I probably still shouldn't do anything hasty. I don't know how the cards will fall. I fell silent, and Koroka smiles at me as she eats her cake. Watching her eat feels uncomfortable, so I pick up my own fork.
おいしい。このケーキどちらで買われたんですか？
At a place in one of the buildings by the station. It's the building with a bookshop on the first floor.
あ、そこでしたか。今度私も買ってみます。
Yeah, unless once again decide to go the other way for some reason. We chat as we eat our cakes. Even so, I find myself pathetically unable to think of anything to talk about myself, and end up doing nothing but answering Koroka's questions. She asks about the candy my mother helped to develop. She asks about the movies and anime my father played a part in producing. That just sits in awkward silence. The conversation isn't exactly flowing. And on that note, I guess we're not gonna get to that part that happened in the beginning yet.
これで大丈夫ですか？
But it could really happen in the next episode, unless it doesn't. Well, then, I don't know. But hey, I guess we're progressing. It's the smallest ways at the moment.